Hello, hello, hello. Here we go. Hey guys, sorry we're late. We're having an interesting night, ran a little bit behind. Wanted to jump in here as quickly as we possibly could. There we go. Waiting for everybody to jump in here. Hold on a second. Wow, got a lot of people in here already. How's it going, guys? Alright, we got, let's see, Michelle, Vanessa, Robin, Kyle, Lindsay, Elizabeth, Katie, Michelle, Wendy Ann, April's in here, Jamie's in here, Colette is in here. Hope you guys are all doing great. I want to thank you guys first off for all the new likes on the fan page on Facebook. We really appreciate it. Dee is going to be here in just a second. We are going to be doing a few readings tonight, but we put up a poll today on the site, kind of asked everybody what they really wanted in box talk. And we kind of feel like we had gotten away from our original format a little bit. We kind of turned into just a psychic reading show. We want to get back to more in-depth, paranormal discussion, psychic discussion, hopefully have some guests on, things along those lines. But we did want to make sure that we're able to still do a few readings for everybody. We did put up a message on our fan page, which is Box Talk with Moonie and Dee. If you guys want to go to Facebook, you can find it on there. And we put a little hashtag in that if you guys want to have a psychic question answered tonight, you'll be able to use that psychic question or that hashtag to get your psychic question answered before anybody else. So Dee will be joining us here in just 1 minute. Go ahead and say hi to a few more people. Wow, we got a lot of people in here tonight. It's good to see everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. We got Clancy, James, Amanda, Jessica, Tracy, Lisa Marie, Elizabeth Hunter, Marcy, Roz, Ruth, Ted's in here, Lori's in here, Chuck's in here, Connie's in here, Cora's in here. We got it. Thank you. I actually saw our first one, first hashtag for the night. I'm not going to say exactly who it was, but go ahead and pop your question in here in a bit. We're just waiting for Dee to come in here in just a second. She's finishing up a couple of things and she's going to be starting with us on the show. I did want to go ahead and make an announcement. We've been talking about this a little bit as far as January because everybody's asking where we're going to be. For those of you in upstate New York, check out Winter Parafest. It's going to be an awesome event. I want to make sure I get the dates right when I tell you this. It is going to be happening on the 14th of January in Rochester, New York. You can see all the details if you kind of type that in. You'll be able to see where we're going to be at, what we're going to be doing, all that kind of fun stuff. I like Ashley's comment here. It says, why not have an hour of paranormal talk and an hour of psychic readings? That's a good idea. I wish we had that much time. We're trying to really keep it at an hour show, so maybe half an hour, something like that. But what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to mix it up a little bit. I know we put that poll up today on our fan page. And again, guys, if you're interested in the show, you want to learn a little bit more about Moonie and Dee, go to Facebook and look for Box Talk with Moonie and Dee, and you'll be able to keep up to date with everything that's going on. We actually, like I said, are putting in hashtags, giving people messages, kind of letting them know what hashtag to use if they want to have the chance of having a question asked tonight and having a reading done. For those who are new viewers, really quickly, I just want to kind of go through this. We use a variety of different techniques when it comes to psychic readings. Some are traditional, some are not so traditional. Dee is a psychic medium who really uses a lot of oracle cards. She really kind of focuses on angel cards. She's also a healer. She has the ability to use a pendulum, as do I. We both kind of cross over into that. We use dowsing rods to answer questions. We use just our standard intuitive ability messages that come to us that way. So we try to cover all the bases as far as that goes. For those of you who don't know who I am, hi, my name is Chris. I'm a weirdo, but I'm best well known for using the Frank's box, the ghost box. I was the first one to actually name it and take it out into the field and use it in the field as a paranormal investigator, and then fairly quickly found out that it's actually a medium's tool. It gives us the ability to not only communicate with those on the other side, but actually bring through their personalities and actually hear their actual voices come through. And I know that sounds crazy if you've never had that experience before, but it's pretty crazy when it does happen. We've got quite a few people. If anybody wants to ask about that experience, there's quite a few people in the chat room who've already had that experience. So we'll go ahead and try to jump to that. Once again, waiting for Dee to come in here, but I'm happy to jump in and kind of see here. We had, let me see here. Okay, I'm going to jump in, and if I miss your question, please come back and I will answer any questions that I have. We're going to start off with some psychic readings as we're waiting for Dee to jump in here. Let's see here. Marcy Ulrich says, do you have any messages from Kevin? And she again put the hashtag in. Marcy, I know we ask this question a lot. The message that's coming through from him right now is in regards to patience. It has something to do with a situation that you're involved in right now. Something about that is extremely troubling to you, and you've been really kind of debating about what to do about this. I think my feeling is that he wants you to press forward with this whole thing. I really feel like he wants you to move forward with the project, with the idea. And obviously he's just sending a lot of love. I do feel like he's trying to communicate with you on a consistent basis as well. I would suggest kind of reaching out, as we always talk about on the show, reaching out to him and seeing if he'd be willing to come through to you in a dream, or give you a message in meditation. That might be the way to go. Let's see here. We got one from Sarah Caldwell. She says, wondering if my mom has a message for me. From Sarah. Let's see here. Sarah, I'm actually, honestly, I'm not picking up anything on that energy right now. I'm happy to come back to it, but I'm not feeling like making a connection with her right now, and I don't want to give you any false information. So I just want to tell you I'm not getting anything at this moment, but we will definitely come back to it. I'm going to keep jumping through, guys, and if I miss your question, please, again, go ahead and type it back into the chat room. I'm just kind of flying through and looking for a certain hashtag here. So let's see here. Let's see here. I'm going to go with Colette. Colette, hi in England. We always appreciate Colette tuning in. Colette stays up to all hours of the night just for us, and we always appreciate it. We're here in Texas. She's in England, and she stays up until some pretty crazy hours waiting to come and hang out with us. So I want to go ahead and read her question. Colette says, anything for me, Chris or Dee? Thanks. I can't speak for Dee on this one, but I'll try Colette. And I know we've talked about this a little bit in the past. You have that situation in your in your place there. I feel like the hallway is getting more active. I don't know if that's right, but I do feel that there's an energy surge in the hallway right now. I feel like you're communicating with more spirits. I also feel like you are getting ready to ascend. I think that there is something big coming up for you, and it's going to be a whole new life for you. I really think that there's going to be a gift realized, and I think that things are going to move very quickly for you from that point forward. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and read again from our good friend Lori Bryson. It says, hi sweet friends, hello, how are you? What is the significance around the onset of these painful, constant, and incessant headaches, and any input regarding my son? Lori, as far as the headaches go, you know, I'd love to say that there's a psychic or paranormal metaphysical cause to that, but I think that that's something, honestly, that you really need to get checked out. I feel like, I don't know, when you mention the headache, I feel something in the back of my head, almost the base right back here. I don't know if that's where it's coming from, where you feel it from. I don't feel that this is a serious condition, but I do think it's something that can be treated, and I think you really do need to contact a medical professional about that and ask them if they can take a look at it and see what they come up with. But again, I feel like this is a very much a medical situation. Input regarding your son. Oh boy. Yeah, you get some tough times coming up with that one. Just some struggles around that, but again, if you can kind of stay the course, I think you're going to be okay. Remain constant, remain consistent, and I think that that's going to work out just fine for you. Let's see here. Steve's in here. Jonathan, boy, it's just great to see you guys in here tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's see here. Elizabeth Hunter says, can you pull an angel card if possible? Yeah, Dee is actually popping in right now. I'm actually going to trade off with her. I have to run to do something really quickly, but I'm going to have her jump in here and take over. And since we're having a crazy night here, guys, we're going to run a little bit longer than we normally do tonight. But watch the cord here, Dee. We're working on our office, guys, and it's chaos at this moment, but it's coming together.
It's not that bad.
We have to be cautious about where you walk. You don't want to unplug anything because that will unplug the computer.
Okay, so what are we going to do here? How do I
going to step over the top. I'm instructing her on how to do this. You're going to step over the top of the cord.
Hold on.
Don't trip over the cord, or we'll be back if that's the case, guys, or we'll try. But Dee's going to jump in here, and then I am going to jump to her side. Here she is. Okay, Dee's going to jump in. I'm going to tell you right now, Elizabeth Hunter has the hashtag for tonight. She wants to know if you can pull an angel card for her. So
yes,
we'll let you jump in with that.
Okay, and you'll be back, right?
I will return, guys.
Hi, everybody. Bouncing back and forth. So yeah, this is Box Talk with Moonie and Dee, and Moonie just left, and now Dee is here. So Elizabeth Hunter, I'm going to pull an angel card for you. Let's see. I'm going to pull an angel card for you, and I'm going to be reading those hashtags, Box Talker for Life. And see, Vanessa Green says, any messages for me or my daughter from my granny? Okay, Vanessa Green, you'll be next, but let me pull the angel card for Elizabeth Hunter. Here we go. Okay, Elizabeth, I've got your angel card, and actually you pull the, I love this card, the Trustworthy Guidance. That's the one I pulled for you, Trustworthy Guidance, and it says, you've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. So Elizabeth, whatever it is that you've been thinking of and trying to balance back and forth if you should move forward with it, the answer is right here, and your guides are telling you absolutely, absolutely move forward with it. This is an idea that you received that's an answer to your prayers, okay? It'll guide you in the right direction. And you can be certain that this idea that you've received is actually guided. It's divinely guided, and it's from your guides. So go ahead and move forward with it, okay? I'm going to try to see what else we have here on. Hi, Kyle. Kyle says, love you, Dee. Love you too, Kyle. And I just want to say hi to everybody. Sorry I didn't start off right off the bat. And Moonie will be right back. And then we'll both be on the show here with you guys. We're going to run a little bit longer tonight. Let me see. I want to see the people that put the box up. Okay, I know somebody had said to Vanessa that I would tell you if there was any messages from your granny, and I'm actually picking up right now. When I first read that message, and you said that any messages for you or your daughter from granny, what I envisioned was a big white light over your picture and over, just as I was trying to picture that idea of your granny, and when I feel that white light, I feel peace. I also feel, and obviously there's going to be a lot of love there, but I feel peace, that she's trying to tell you that she's in a good place. I feel that peace, I feel that love, I feel that, but there's times when she feels you worry, or not worry, but you're saddened, miss, and that's normal. We do feel those feelings, but she's trying to tell you she's okay right now. And as a matter of fact, I get the message, this is me. And the reason why I'm getting that message is because I think you've also been hearing things, or things have been happening to you where they're sort of synchronistic, and you're sort of seeing patterns. You're seeing, when I say patterns, like coincidences, and these coincidences are sort of helping you make the decisions, the important decisions in your life. And as a matter of fact, this is actually coming straight from her. She's sort of acting as your spirit guide, in a sense, guiding you through life, down your path, and the decisions you make and everything. The worry that you have, everything's going to be okay. For your daughter, I keep seeing the word yes. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know if there's something that she is supposed to be thinking of doing, or an activity or something that she's going to join that you all aren't sure of, and the answer to that is yes. It may not make sense to you now, but it will, I assure you, because I see the word yes for your daughter. So I feel like there's an activity that you're going to be thinking of her joining in, or there's something coming up for her, and she's telling you yes, do it, go, push, go with it. Let's see, do I have any more of the hashtags? Box Talker for Life. Okay, Sydney Roberts, I see Box Talker for Life. I have been struggling personally for a little while now. Do my spirit guides happen to have a message for me? Sydney Roberts, struggling personally for a little while now. Do my spirit guides have any messages for me? Sydney Roberts. Look at your picture. Okay, you need to stop trying to do everything all at once. That came to me very quickly. You need to stop trying to tackle everything all at once. You're trying to take care of too much all at the same time because you feel like, and yes, those things do need to get done, but you need to take it one step at a time. Try to prioritize, and you don't have to do everything yourself. Also, finances, you've been worrying about finances. There's an answer for that. There's an answer, and there's something that's going to come your way, and it's right there. It's close. Don't worry too much. I mean, obviously you're going to worry about it, but you are going to see sort of like a light at the end of the tunnel with that. Your finances that you've been struggling with are going to improve, are going to get better. And if you say to yourself, well, I'm not really struggling, then the positive to that is that what I'm seeing is more abundance, sort of blessings, abundance, financial. So that for you is going to be good coming up. You're going to see like an improvement in that. Okay, Leah Stevens, Fox Talker for Life, the hashtag. Can you pull a card for me, please? I need some direction. Much love from Vancouver, Canada. Leah Stevens. All right, let's pull a card for you. Okay, you get the Cupid card. The Cupid card for you, and it says, we send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy love in all of its aspects has triggered your reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. Okay, what this usually means, this is, you wear your heart on your sleeve. You have a big heart. You put others before you, but lately, even though this is you and this is how you feel, you have a big heart, there's a lot of sort of guilt, or you're very hard on yourself. You've been hard on yourself lately, and you've been experiencing like sort of like a lot of guilt about being happy about certain things, and what your guides are telling you that it's time for you to allow yourself to feel this emotion, to feel this, and to feel it in its pure sense, in its purity. Don't feel guilty. Put down the guilt, put down all the past problems, all the past, because it's time for you to move forward and to worry about yourself, because sometimes you get lost in the mix. Okay, that's what, I mean, the message isn't always like that around the Cupid card, but for you, I do feel that that's why they pulled the Cupid card for you, because sometimes you get lost in the mix when you're putting everyone else first, and it's time for you to turn around, put yourself first, take care of yourself, sort of replenish that, love yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself, and then you can go back to doing what you do and doing it in a refreshed sort of way. Let's see. Kyle, your question about that you say you needed help, Kyle, and you said that something about your dreams, nightmares. Retype it because it went away for me, and I do want to help you, Kyle, buddy. I really do. Let's see. Rhonda Betts says, went away. Oh man, hold on. Sorry guys, I'm trying to read them. Okay, Lisa Marie. Hi, how are you doing, Lisa Marie Rumfola? Sorry, I was about to read yours as well, and it scrolled up. So if you can type yours in again, I will definitely get to yours. Billy Clark, Box Talker for Life, says, could you pull a card for me, please? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Billy Clark. Here we go. Oh my God, they're like all jumping out at me. Sorry. Literally, I was going to pull the card for you and like they all jumped out at me. All right. Billy Clark. See only love. That is the card for you. See only love. This is the picture, so you get the visual right there. And see only love card says, look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings and see only the love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. So for you, these situations that you've been struggling with and carrying around, also errors and mistakes and misunderstandings that you've been sort of going through and trying to push through with other people, what they're telling you is that right now it's time to put that down. It's time to look past the errors and the mistakes and try to just take the lesson with you, because it's just, you're hurting yourself by holding on to that. by holding on to that. See, that's why it says see only the love within each person, including yourself. So this is another card that usually comes out for somebody who's very hard on themselves. If you feel like everything you're doing, you feel, I'm not doing it right, I'm not doing it good enough, I'm not doing the things I'm supposed to be doing. And it's like, no, you need to see only the love. Don't be so hard on yourself, because it says including yourself. And it's time for you to think more positively. Let go of those negative patterns. Be more positive in everything that you do. Okay? That's what I'm going to tell you. Try to think more positively. All right? Let's see. Chanel M. Fletcher, Denise Garcia, and Kristen Moon, I want to say I'm sorry for being so negative yesterday during the phenomenon I encountered with Dad in class. I love your shows. I'm trying to never be negative around people. I had a bad... Oops. I didn't finish reading that. Well, Chanel, don't worry. There's no hard feelings. You don't have to feel bad about that. I didn't get to finish reading it, but don't worry about that. No need to apologize. Courtney Smith, Box Talker for Life. I have been dating someone for 4 years without saying anything further. Could you give me any direction if this relationship is the right one? As I was reading your question, the feeling that I got is there obviously uncertainty there, but the feeling that I got is that I feel like if the relationship has gone into a sort of like a pattern of habit maybe, and that's where the uncertainty is coming from, I do feel that this is it could be a good thing, but there's a lot of misunderstandings. Okay, a lot of misunderstandings. And what I'm going to say to you is, when you put everything else aside and you think, is this worth it? And I know that deep down you know that you think that it is worth it, then push forward with it. Is this the right one for me? I see you pushing through this, but why am I sensing that in this relationship there's one person holding on tighter than the other? That's when there might be a time to reevaluate the situation. Yeah, reevaluate the situation, because I feel like there's one of you is holding on tighter than the other. But I don't, I feel like there's hope still. There's hope still. There is, because I feel that for that one, that this is it, and the other one just needs to be reminded. Let's get back at this again. Kyle Marion, Box Talkers for Life. Dee, I'm suffering from bad anxiety and nightmares. Any advice? Kyle, right off the bat, when I read that and I'm thinking about you, I feel like stress, big red letters, stress, a lot of stress. The anxiety is coming from stress, and it's not so much self-imposed, but it kind of is, if that makes sense. It's like, it's self-imposed because, yeah, I know you're not making yourself do all these things at once, but you're stressing about them, when in reality all you have to do is take a deep breath, take a step back, and realize that it's about prioritizing. It's about organizing. It's about organization too. Stress, organization, Kyle. That's what I see when I think about you. I think you need to not worry so much about the things that don't matter. Okay? I think you're a worrier. You want to please everyone around you, and then you make other people's problems your problems as well. So the anxiety starts to build up. But you have a heart of gold, and you can't help some of these things that you do. But yeah, your anxiety starts to build up, Kyle. That's what happens with you. Just take a deep breath, take it one step at a time, and prioritize. Don't try to worry about everything all at once, all at the same time, Kyle, because it's impossible. You can't. You can't do it. Brittany Clancy, Box Talkers for Life. Is there a spirit attached to me because I've been experiencing more paranormal activity lately? Brittany Clancy, is there a spirit attached to me because I've been experiencing more paranormal activity? Brittany, I do feel that there's a lot of energy around you. I feel chaotic energy. I don't feel negative. I feel a lot of chaotic energy, and I do feel that it is around you. I feel like some of this is also kinetic energy. Like, what I mean by that is it's a lot of thoughts, and these thoughts are making these things manifest. Don't feed into it. Don't feed that energy. Don't put those thoughts into that energy. The paranormal activity you've been experiencing, a lot of it is pure, and it is not negative. A lot of it is just things wanting to get your attention. What I would do is try to speak to it and see what it wants, because I can tell you right now, I don't sense anything negative. I do sense that there's more than one. There is different types of energy, and as a matter of fact, some of it is connected, is family connected. There's something that's trying. I don't know if you dream a lot or if you have a lot of deja vus, but I feel that something's trying to get your attention in that sense. The word deja vu pops out at me. So I don't know if that makes sense to you. Please let me know if that makes any sense to you at all. All right. Kyle, I love you too. Beth Turvey, Box Talker for Life. I've always felt like there has some sort of spirits ghost around me since I was a very young girl. I can still feel them to this day. Is this all in my head or no? Right, reading your question, absolutely. You have a lot of energy around you, and I'm just gonna tell you right now, you're an empath. I don't know if anyone's ever told you that, but reading that question, looking at your picture, you are empathic. You're a very strong empath, and one thing that you're feeling, that you're picking up on, is the feelings of these spirits that are around you. So that's why you feel it more than the average person would, because since you've got that strong empathic ability, you're picking up on that and you're feeling it. So a lot of times you feel like you don't know if things that you're experiencing emotionally, you're not sure if it's yours or if it's someone else's, or you don't know why you feel sad, you don't know what's going on. It's because you're picking up, you're like a sponge, you're picking up these feelings from the energies that are around you. That's what's happening with you. Oh, thank you, April Dawn Cook says, love the new hair, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jody Rayfield, Box Talker, people that commit suicide, is that their path? I've been thinking I'm just done and I don't know if it's my path. Okay, Jody Rayfield, people that commit suicide, listen, it's never your path and that's never the answer. When you commit suicide, it's not an end, because remember, this is just one form. We still transcend to another form afterwards. Our energy goes on to something else, and when you do that, you're not going to allow yourself to transcend to your full potential where you should be. You're going to end up stuck in that middle ground, and that's what we see a lot of times with spirits that commit suicide. They end up in that middle ground. And let me tell you right now, that feeling, what you're picking up on, that you're just done or that's the end for you, it's not the end. I would reach out to people. Our box talkers are actually great people to reach out to and talk to and ask for emotional support. Reach out to me if you need. Reach out to anybody that's in the chat room, any one of us, because I'm going to tell you right now, it's not the end for you, and that's never the answer. And as a matter of fact, start trying to see yourself in another light. Start trying to realize what your worth is. Start trying to realize what you mean to those around you and how much you're needed. And sometimes it feels as if you're not. Sometimes it feels as if you don't need to be here or whatnot, but that's absolutely not true. That's absolutely not what it is. I'm going to pull a message card for you because I feel that you need to have a positive message sent your way. Okay, you get the angel Rochelle. And it says, as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. That means that just continue following the positive messages that you feel within, and that's going to guide you to a better path, a more positive path. Start thinking more positively, and don't think like it's the end for you right now. That's never the answer. And guess who's back? I'm not saying anything funny, and there's a bunch of little funny faces.
If that was funny, something's funny.
No, but it was before you got here.
Oh, okay.
People are laughing. They're laughing.
Maybe they knew I was coming.
Maybe.
So what are we doing?
So I was just reading the hashtag Box Talker for Life.
Yes, that is our hashtag tonight, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm jumping back into the chat room here on my side.
There you go.
Dee, somebody said. For some listener, Dee sounds great from Australia. Hey, Delisi
Cook, first time listener. Dee. Sounds great from Australia.
Such a cool name. So really quickly, I know we've been doing a lot of psychic readings, but we've also had a lot of people asking us how our dog, our puppy, Stephen Osiris, is doing.
Can you smell the Vicks?
I can smell the Vicks. Man.
I'm sorry.
Mexican cure-all, that's what that is.
It was swelling, so I put Vicks and
it's Mexican cure-all.
I smell like Vicks.
It's bad, guys. It's bad.
It's not bad. You still love me.
I do still love you, but it's still bad. Hey, so we wanted to kind of give you an update on Stephen. For those who are wondering, I know it's a strange name for a dog, but Stephen Osiris Garcia Moon is the name of the dog. and he started developing he's 3 months old, got from a shelter along with 2 cats. He's 3 months old, and he's going to be an official ghost hunting psychic dog. But a couple of days ago, he started coming down with this really bad cough. So we did some research online and kind of saw all the symptoms of kennel cough, which is pretty common with dogs from shelters. So we thought that might be the case. We ended up going to a vet who kind of scared the hell out of me, at least, and basically said, "Oh, it could be distemper, it could be all these things." So it's not. But he's on some heavy medication right now, some heavy antibiotics.
He's very sleepy.
He's very sleepy. He's going to be okay. He's in the room with us right now. He's on his little dog bed sleeping. So
he's in the room?
Yeah, he's given us some moral psychic doggy support. So I just wanted to let you guys know he's doing pretty well. Still has his cough going, but he's getting better. So keep sending lots of love and prayers. We do appreciate that. Again, for those who are just tuning in for the first time, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about us. I know we're kind of repeating ourselves, but I did want to kind of give you an idea about what we do. This lovely lady sitting here next to me is my beautiful, beautiful girlfriend, soulmate person. Her name is Dee Garcia, and she's an amazing psychic medium and healer. She's a bruja. She does some really amazing things, really blows me away by her clearings and energy and things like that. So we just recently moved down to Texas together, but she's incredible, and she's going to demonstrate some of that for you guys tonight. We're also paranormal investigators as well. I am a psychic medium, most well known for my use of the Frank's box, the ghost box. So I can do readings online, I can do readings with cars, I can do readings with pendulums, just all that kind of stuff. But what I'm most well known for is using this device to actually bring through the voices and personalities of people who've left us. You can actually hear their voice come through. Her father, who I never knew in life, actually ended up being one of my spirit guides, my technicians, and that's a very long story that we'll get into one of these days. But I wanted to kind of let you guys know a little bit about us for those who don't know. Also, if you wouldn't mind, at the bottom of your page, you'll see a little share button. If you click that share now button and let people know you're hanging out with a couple of crazy weirdos from Texas, we'd really appreciate that. So the show consists of kind of a combination. We're kind of goofy. We like to joke around and mess around. So if you guys aren't up for a little bit of humor and insight into our lives, this might not be the show for you. But we like to talk paranormal. We like to talk investigations. We like to really get into some very deep topics, not necessarily just the standard stuff you see on TV, but some things that are a little bit more intense. As a matter of fact, we have a show on YouTube called the Ghost Box Chronicles, where we actually take you guys along on Facebook Live, give you the opportunity to come along with us on investigations and experience things for yourself. And then when you watch the episode, you're part of the investigation, and you get to see the final product, but nothing can be changed or faked or anything along those lines. So it's a whole new concept. That's a little bit about what we do, and then you can find us here every Wednesday night, somewhere around 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. These, it's kind of whatever. It's kind of one of those things. We try to start as close on time as we possibly can.
I cooked for you, that's why.
She did cook for me.
I always cook for you.
And she's an awesome cook.
I cook for him every single day. And I make you your breakfast.
She does. She's an amazing cook. She's an amazing girlfriend. She's incredible.
I do everything.
She's a little late from time to time. Other than that, she's amazing. She is the best. The best.
Aww.
So there you go. But anyway, guys, we just wanted to give you that. Wanted to give you a little bit of insight as to what we do. So we're going to do a couple more readings tonight. We love you too, Kyle. We're his heroes. So
yay!
Kyle. And you guys can also, last thing I'll say about this, we'll get back to a couple of readings, because I know people are like, oh, stop talking. But
stop talking and read me.
Give me a free reading. But when it comes down to it, you can see us, we do events all over the country. You can see us literally all over the place. We've met a lot of our box talkers who we love, and that's what the name of our listeners are, our viewers, so it's box talkers. And our hashtag is No Darkness Allowed, and we mean that. We don't want to bring any negativity.
Hey, look, Elizabeth Saint's in there.
Elizabeth Saint, hello.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth Saint and I put on an event each year. It's the second year we've done it, called the Dark Matters Paranormal Symposium, and we just ended up in November doing the last one. Dee was one of our guests, and Nick Groff was one of our guests, and Robert Murch, and a bunch of really cool people were our guests. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. So good to see you here, Elizabeth. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully we'll do our event again next year. That will be fun. So anyways, that's a little bit about us. We don't want to bore you guys, but we're going to go ahead and read some different things here.
We met a year ago.
Oh, that's right. It's our anniversary.
We met a year ago.
We've been posting about this all day, guys. This is exactly 1 year ago yesterday.
Yesterday, because you were a guest on my other show, Phenomena Encountered, a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I met you.
Yeah, that's when she met me. She was very fortunate. Very lucky.
Whatever. And then afterwards, you messaged me, I had a great time on your show.
It was completely innocent. So, yeah, but we started talking right around then. So this is our friend anniversary as of yesterday, and then we decided to do Box Talk in February. So it moved pretty fast. We became friends really quickly, and boom, here we are in our house in Texas today. So how quickly did that go? Wow, cool stuff. Thank you for the happy anniversary, guys. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Oh, Kyle keeps saying words here over and over again. Okay, Connie Perez says, you guys are so awesome. I read that because it started with that. Says, I want to thank Dee with the bottom of my heart. My daughter came home today. So that's the update for you. Her daughter came home today. You are most welcome, Connie. Wow, that's for Dee.
Wow, thanks. That was from yesterday, the reading that I did for her.
She came home today.
Wow.
That's absolutely awesome.
Huh. Awesome.
Okay, I'm going to read a card, I'm going to read a card. I'm going to read a message from Robert Bidford NS, who says the correct hashtag, Box Talk for Life. Dee, please pull a card for my youngest daughter. Please, worried mom. Do you see her growing up? Okay, that's a good question. Do you see her growing up?
I'm going to pull one of these.
And I'm going to pull one of these.
Okay.
We're going to pull cards for you.
We are. Yesterday, Dan was saying I shouldn't be touching your card deck.
Yeah, you touch all my things. It's okay. I'm all right with it.
I touch all your cards.
I clear your cards. You do things for me. It all works out.
It all works.
Yes.
We touch each other's things all the time. You're making it sound that way. That's not what I mean. I mean, no. Okay. Yes, Robin, we will pull a card. Pull a card. Ooh.
Whoa. That got crazy.
There we go.
What's happening right there? That's the card that was supposed to be pulled, so I'm going to leave it up.
Huh. Okay. You know what that says to me? That means, okay, I'm just going to tell you what it is, and it just made sense to me why I pulled this card. The ocean card, this is for your daughter. Now, your question was, would she ever grow up? Was she ever? And it says here, the deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even that means that she's a water soul. She needs to be grounded, essentially is what it means. She needs grounding. She needs energy clearing. Because there's something that's holding her back. It says, and if you ask her this will make sense to her. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. If you're not near the ocean, if she can't, then she's a water soul. She needs to be cleansed, energy clearing, sort of grounded, refreshed, all that. She needs that energy to be cleared because there's a lot going on. There's that chaotic, and that's what's holding her back. That's what I get.
I get the same thing, and I was actually starting to shuffle my cards. And these are a message from the angel cards, and this is the card that came popping up, so I can show it. It's Athena, and this is a message directly from your angels, and I'll read the message on here. It says, it's safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. Now, what I get from that one is about you being assertive and taking control of the situation. I think that you really need to be the force that grounds her, brings her back down.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I think that's your message right there from Athena, is that you know, it's safe for you to be powerful. That's the clear thing. So don't worry about stepping on toes. Don't worry about hurting feelings. I think it's important that you just go ahead and say what you need to say.
Look at that. Jennifer Michelle Smith, Box Talker for Life. She says, happy anniversary. Thank you. Can I get a reading about 2018 for me, please?
2018.
So, not necessarily a card, but what do you feel for her for 2018?
Let's see. Okay, the first thing I'm getting about 2018 for her, this is definitely the end of an era, change of cycle. I think things have been weird this year, and that's the word that I want to use, is weird. I think things have been off, almost like treading water, unstable. And I think that 2018, not the beginning.
Like a progress, right? I get the word progress.
I got to be clear about this. I don't feel that the beginning, it's not like Happy New Year, everything changes, but I do feel as you move into the year, you're going to see that progress happen. And it will be decisive. What are you getting?
The same thing. I just saw the word progress, move, steady, forward. And I feel like there's been times when she's felt this past year, like you were saying, like she's felt like that's it. you know what, like there's no, kind of like you throw your hands up, oh, and you just want to give up. I feel like that's happened to you a couple of times, but the message of progress is just there to reassure you that you keep pushing forward because things are going to get better for you in 2018. And as a matter of fact, and I see quite a bit, it's going to be like, wow, like, you know.
And I do want to pull a card for you if that's all right, on your behalf. I guess it'd be Astara. That's the, I've never really seen this card pull out much, to be honest with you. But the message that your angels are trying to give you, you deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams, desires, and don't compromise. So
Wow.
right there, that's exactly what we were saying, is that things are going to improve. Just keep moving forward. Don't stop.
Wow. Amazing. Okay, let's see. Cora Mosher, look what she wrote.
Cora, we're not going to get into this tonight. It's not the after party.
Cora, we love you. Are we doing an after party?
Well, you know what we talked about? I don't think tonight we're going to, but I'll tell you what, we are talking about in the coming weeks bringing back the after party, guys. So for those box talkers who remember the old after party on Mixler, I don't know if we'll be doing it on Mixler, but maybe from my...
We're not even on
you know what we're going to be doing? We're going to be doing it from our fan
From
page.
the box talk page.
So guys, if you want to come hang out with us for the after party, make sure to go to Facebook and just type in Box Talk with Moonie and Dee, and make sure to sign up, like our page, and you'll stay up to date with all the information about things we're doing, and you'll have access to our after parties, which tend to be epic, guys. They tend to be epic. One thing I want to say before you go there, this is our psychic show, our paranormal show. We're serious about what we do, try to have a good time, but the after parties get
It's nothing like
yeah,
this.
it's 18 plus. It gets a little raunchy. There's some characters, some different things. So if you enjoy that kind
There's
of
some
thing,
characters.
yes, there are. So come and join us.
Some voice characters.
Oh God, here we go. Thanks, Cora. Thank you for starting that. I appreciate it. I'll remember this, Cora. I'll never forgive you. I'll never forgive you for this. But yeah, that's coming back too, guys. So.
She's right next to you.
Oh Lord, I knew this was going to happen.
No, it's not happening. We're going to continue. That's after party.
After party stuff, guys. After party stuff. We have some good times. Marcy says, Moon, how can I stop blocking messages from coming to me? I totally suck at meditation. What else can I do? Okay, I've said this on the show a bunch of times. Sorry for those who are repeating this for. This is a big deal. I have no ability to meditate. I am not good. Dee will vouch for me on this one. I am not a meditative kind of person. I scatter way too much. So what I do when I'm trying to receive messages and I'm having difficulty doing it, I recommend a technique. And it seems really simple, but you have to practice, okay? As you're getting ready to go to bed at night, what you really need to do is focus in on communicating with your guides. Just envision them, see them as you think you would see them, and ask one specific question. Not 10, one specific question over and over and over again in your mind until you fall asleep. Now here's the key. You're going to receive a message overnight, more times than not. The key is to have a recording device or to make sure that you've got a pen and paper next to you in the morning. And before you do anything else, before you get up and walk to the bathroom, whatever the case might be, write down or record whatever comes to mind, even if you ramble, because that's your spirits talking to you. That's your guides talking to you. That's your relatives talking to you, especially for those of us who tend to have a million things going on in our minds all the time. So definitely give that a shot. It's worked for literally thousands of my students. It seems very basic, but it takes time to master, so give that a try. Looked like you had a point. What's up?
I was pointing to a question I wanted to read, but it went away.
Oh, that's a shame.
It was Lisa Marie Ruffalo.
Let's see if I can find this one. Let's see. I will take a look. I'm having some difficulty. Not sure exactly what's going on. Lisa, go ahead and type your question back in for us one more time.
Yes,
Sorry
please.
about that. Just cut and paste if you still got it, and we'll go from there. Let's see. Boxer for life. Could I have a card pulled, please? That's Chanel.
Okay.
Well, we'll pull 2 cards for you.
Yes, we will. Oh, look at the one that's just bounced out. Should I just get this?
See, I did that earlier.
Okay, Chanel. The card I pulled for you is, here we go. Assertiveness. Do you see that?
I see it.
Assertiveness. And it says, this situation can be healed gently and with love as you've requested. Yet there's also a need for your strength and truthfulness with the other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving you strength and guiding your words. So basically right now, the situation you're dealing with, what you're going through, this thing that you're trying to push through, your guides are saying that you can get through it and you can heal from it, but you can't walk on eggshells for people. You need to be honest. You need to say what's on your mind. You need to be honest with them and stand up for yourself. Speak your truth is what it's saying. There's a need for your strength and truthfulness with the other people involved. Don't worry. If you do that, if you speak your truth, you really showed me that. If you speak your truth, everything will fall into place. Nobody can mess with you.
And you have to be brave. You really need to just be brave. Pull a card for you. Okay, card that I pulled for you is Isaiah. It's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I'm watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. That's how I am with what you thought?
Yeah, it does. It's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I am watching. Okay, there you go. I think this actually ties in perfectly with the assertiveness card, because not only is it time for you to speak your truth and face that situation head on, but it's also it's gonna make way and open up new opportunities for you once you face a situation and be honest about the situation with those around you. New things are going to be able to come your way. It says, I'm watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. So yeah, you're going to be experiencing a lot of changes right now.
I wanted to get to this one again. Box Talker for Life. This is Sarah Archer. Says, my best friend passed away a few weeks ago. I'm sorry about that. And that night when she passed, her perfume was in my house. Will she visit me again? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
You guys had a friendship that wasn't just here. I think it almost felt like a family member more so than a best friend, and I think that you guys have been tied together many, many lifetimes. I feel that she's not only reaching out to you, but literally right next to you. I feel like that she feels like you need the support, and she is there to provide it for you. So know that you will experience more from her in the coming days, weeks, months ahead.
Yeah, I feel that too. I feel that like you said, they were very tied together about everything, and it was like family. It was many lifetimes, and I almost feel as if not only, I mean, yeah, she's gonna keep, but it's gonna be a lot. She's gonna feel around. There's gonna be a lot of signs. She's gonna. It's constant, and you're gonna know she's there because it's gonna be a lot of signs that you're gonna notice. And I don't know why I'm getting that she's gonna communicate to her through music.
Yeah. I do get the music. I know this sounds crazy. I'm just going to give you the download that I'm getting right now. Listen for the sound of static electric charge. Listen for, you know, when you hear that kind of sound, listen for that, because I have a feeling that you are going to sense that kind of that static charge when she's near. So try to pay attention to it. I think that it will help you out. Knowing that she's around. I found that, I'm not trying to jump around here, but I found that message from Lisa Marie.
Okay.
Lisa Marie says, Box Talker for Life, obviously we love you, thank you. My ex-husband Ricky have any messages about our upcoming holiday travel to Germany and Florida? Will we be away until January 3rd? I feel like we'll be flying back quickly after returning. Lisa, I'm actually getting more of a message from Charlotte on this one. There's going to be some unexpected things that pop up. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I feel a little bit of a divide in this. I feel like the family's going to be going in a few different directions with what's going on.
But I do feel like there's going to be a need to go back. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think that, and again, this isn't everybody going to one spot. This is everybody dividing and going to different places. So it might be a little bit trying, but in the end, it's going to be okay.
Yeah, I get that.
So definitely try to, again, as always, Lisa Marie, you are going to be the stabilizer of this whole thing. You're going to be the caretaker for everybody, so be ready for that one. But it is coming up for you, absolutely.
Hi, Desiree. Desiree Carena just joined. I want to say hi.
Hola.
Take this moment also to say to everybody, please, if you can, click the share button, share this to your, invite your friends to come and watch, and let them know that you guys are watching two crazy psychics And you did tell them, right, that we're going to try to go back to having a discussion on a topic and then doing readings. Now, how's today going to go? Is today just readings, or are we going to...
We're just kind of jumping around a little bit and saying what's up. I mean, this is kind of a free-form kind of show like we used to have. And, you know, what we used to do, which was kind of cool, is we come up with a subject for the night, and we would never stick to it.
We never did. And I always remember when we would do that, and I would always like break, okay, I got it perfect, and I researched, and I know what we're going to talk about this coming week, Moon. And then, so when we were just friends, and I'd be like, yeah, and I would send you all the information. He's like, yeah, that sounds good. You would always tell me that you're late, but yeah, that sounds good. I'm sure I'm good with that.
You know,
And I'd be all excited. And, yeah, Chris Moon likes what I sent him, and I researched it. And then we'd come on the show, and he would never stick to it.
No, I really didn't. I didn't do that very well. It's kind of my fault, so yeah, you can blame me. But we used to have some really cool shows. Like to give you guys an example, some of the cool stuff we used to do, and I'd like to get back to. Here's the thing with our synchronicity that you guys kind of need to know. So when we were still friends way back when, one day we were thinking about show topics, and neither one of us could really come up with anything, so we kind of went off on our own to decide what we wanted to do. So about that time, I became obsessed, for whatever reason, with Amityville horror documentaries. Like, I don't know why. I was like, I have to find out what's going on. So I started watching all these documentaries on YouTube. Well, all of a sudden it dawned on me, and I thought, oh my God, what if we use the ghost box and psychic ability to tune in to that house, the energy, and see if we could find out the real story about what happened at Amityville. And
I remember that.
I got in touch with Dee. I was like, hey, I came up with a great idea for the show. She goes, hold on just a minute. I'm actually watching this documentary on Amityville on YouTube. I mean, so
it was crazy. I remember he called me. He's like, I have a great idea. And I'm like, wait, let me get back to you. I'm watching this very interesting doc. And he was like, oh my God. And I'm like, what? And he's like, and then he told me his idea and what he had been doing. And it was crazy because I had just watched like 2 or 3 documentaries on Amityville, and but we didn't tell each other that we just for some reason became obsessed. It was weird.
Yeah,
very weird.
It's one of those things. So we ended up doing the show, and we tuned in to the energy that's still, I don't want to say inside Amityville, we'll get some angry house owners, but around that property, around that land, and we were able to, I really think, put together the pieces about what happened during that night when the murders happened and what led up to it, and then also what caused it and what still remains of that. And it was amazing because we do these shows, it's really hard to explain, guys, but our box talkers, when they tune into the shows, we always have to almost put up a warning beforehand before we do those shows, because whatever comes through the ghost box or our messages or whatever the case might be, people start getting affected by what's out there. So, you know, sometimes we've had shadows appear in people's rooms, and some scratching has happened and things along those lines. So we always have to tell people, hey, we do those shows, you got to be cautious. If you don't feel like this is really for you, you know, tune out that week. That might not be the best thing, but we've had some pretty amazing experiences, and I can let you guys kind of talk about those things that you've experienced with us, as well as I mentioned that the Ghost Box Chronicles series that we do. We did 2 episodes on the Stagecoach Inn, and we had some really insane things not only happened to us when I was in Colorado and you were in Texas, and Ellen, another person involved, was in Iowa, but also our viewers experienced it as well. So it can get pretty intense in there. It's pretty insane. But we'd like to get back to doing some research kind of things and doing some experiments and bringing on some guests.
That's what we do.
It's fun. We have a good time. And then, of course, we like to throw in some private readings. So as you guys know, you see the hashtag that's running through tonight. We threw that. Make sure, and I'm going to get you guys to do this. If you're interested in the show, if you're having fun, if you get a message, whatever the case might be, go and like our page. You got to like our page to become part of the community. Learn how to get your messages read. Learn how to become a box talker.
Because we're going to start doing that. We're going to start putting out on our Box Talk page to get your message read tonight. Hashtag with your question, with your message.
And we're also, we just came up with an idea before we jumped on tonight, which I think is cool. We're going to do some psychic and paranormal trivia with you guys, and see if you guys can come up with the answers. And you know, whoever gets their answer in first, we'll go ahead and do a quick reading for you. And speaking of which, Dee and I, the way that we live and survive and do all that kind of stuff, we do readings. We do private readings for everybody, and I just posted that into the chat room. You can see it's in the Chris Moon page, and you can just go ahead and check that out. I think you pinned that, didn't you?
Did I?
I thought you did. But anyway, if you guys are interested, you can get readings with me, Dee, Uh, Mama Moon, we're all on. You can do the readings with all three of us, one of us, whatever the case might be. But that's how we survive. That's what we do. I'm also an author, a published author. Dee is an author.
Not published.
Not published yet, but it will be soon.
I will
It's
be.
coming up.
I'm not published yet, but I will be.
And paranormal researcher, investigator, all that kind of fun stuff. So, yeah, it's going to be, we're kind of going back to our old format in a way. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to joke around. Again, our humor gets dumb. Dee will snort from time to time, so be ready for that. And then we'll throw in some psychic readings as well. So we just want to kind of give you guys an idea about how the format's going to be going back to the old way, plus adding in a few more psychic readings here and there. And I want to bring this up too. If we can get, because it's really important this time of the year, if we can go ahead and get people taken care of with enough private readings coming in for what we do, I will go ahead and do a show where I do a 20-minute live session with the Ghost Box on the show.
Yes.
And we'll go ahead and let you guys ask as many questions as you want to. Hopefully we'll be able to bring through your loved ones' voices, your angels' voices, and get you some messages that you need. So that's a little bit about that. And I'm going to make an announcement right now that only you guys are going to hear about, and we're going to put it up on the page here in just a second. We're going to get back to readings right after this. This is a big deal. And if you,
Big deal.
If you get, it's a very big deal. If you guys have ever kind of researched what we do, if you've ever had a reading with us, this is an offer that we're going to make, and it's going to start tonight. And this offer is going to wrap up as of the start of the next Box Talk, coming up next Wednesday. So if you contact us, and you can't do this through the website, but if you contact us through our
Box
Talk with Moonie and Dee
Facebook page.
and you want to go ahead and buy a reading, here's what we're going to do for you for Christmas. Okay, this is our Christmas special. This is the holiday season special, so guys listen up, this is important. So if you purchase a reading with us, a 20-minute to 30-minute reading for a loved one, for a friend, for the holidays, we will in turn give you a 10-minute free reading for you. So that's right, if you purchase a reading for a friend as a gift, we will give you a 10-minute reading with the box, with cards, whatever
you want, it will be a free 10-minute reading.
Yeah, whatever service you purchase, we'll give you a free 10-minute version of that same service. So make sure to contact us again. Go to the Box Talk with Moonie and Dee fan page, like us, and then make sure to send us a message, and we will get back to you ASAP. And we will honor this coupon through the beginning of Box Talk next week. So there you go.
I just want to say real quick, I saw, I think it was Mercedes Caballero put in there, please, I've tried 20 times, I guess you can't see my, put it back in there. And this time I'll look out for your name and we'll try to read it. I feel bad when they're like, I put it in about 20 times and you didn't see it.
Yeah, sorry guys.
We're not trying to, it's just that they really are going really fast. But Mercedes Caballero, if you're still listening, you're still out there watching, type in your question again and we will try to answer it.
Yeah, like right here, Diane Hilbert says, I give up.
No, don't give up,
yeah,
Diane Hilbert.
So guys, realize we've got quite a few people, I'm sure you can see in the chat room, we're trying to kind of grab everybody's messages that are coming through, so please bear with us, we're doing the best we can. And remember guys, we're doing this for free, we're sitting here doing readings for you free of charge because we like you, that's the reason. So please bear with us and we will do the best we possibly can. Okay, so Desiree says, #Mooney. Hi loves, I hope you guys are doing okay. Is there any messages for me today by my dad? Thanks.
Okay, Desiree, got enough.
Do you have the phone?
I do. Well, it's right over there, sweetie.
See if I can grab it.
Okay. So, Desiree, I'm going to pull a card, and Christopher is going to grab the pendulum. So here we go. Okay. Desiree. Okay. The card I get for you is be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Now, remember you asked if there's any messages from your dad for you. So this could be something that he sees that he's doing, that he sees for you. And it says here, look into your heart and you will know the truth of the situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through every necessary change. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires and they'll come to you upon angels' wings. I think your dad wants you to stop worrying about what people are. In other words, I think he wants you to live your truth. I find myself saying that a lot now. I think he wants you to stop making decisions based on what other people think, and he wants you to be honest with yourself. Do what it is that makes you happy, because life is too short. And I think that's a message coming directly from your dad, because I think you worry a lot about what people think, worry a lot about the decisions you make in accordance to how is it going to affect others. You never think about yourself. And that's what I think. I think that's why he says it's safe to admit the truth to yourself about the situation. There's something you're dealing with right now, and he wants you to deal with that situation according to what you want to do, your true desires. How do you want to handle it? Don't worry about others. Worry about yourself. And the pendulum is agreeing with what I'm saying.
That was accurate.
So,
That's
there you go.
Accurate. Mm-hmm. Let's try to. Why don't you go ahead and do some yes and no questions if you can read in the chat, since we have the pendulum going.
All right.
Asking Spirit to please communicate with us through the pendulum and give us answers for the people who are asking. Thank you so much.
Okay. As a matter of fact, Sandy Griffin says, "Can you tell me if my family that passed away is at peace?"
It's your family who passed away at peace.
That's a yes.
That's a yes.
That's a yes. Your family who has passed away is at peace. As a matter of fact, I don't feel that there's anyone stuck in that middle ground.
State,
yeah. Mhm. Let's do this. Okay, go see paranormal investigation. Boxer, can you please tell me if I have messages? I have a strong feeling that I was brought to you for a reason. So, is there messages? Should I pull a card for this person? Is there messages that were they brought to us for a reason?
Yes.
Yes. There's something you need to know. As a matter of fact, I think it has to do with a life path. I think it has to do with focusing or serving like a purpose. Something. I think you're seeking and finding. That's the kind of individual that you. I need to clear these. That's the kind of individual that you are. You're always seeking and finding and looking and trying to. And there's.
Sandy says thank you, by the way.
Oh, okay. You're welcome. I strongly feel that, and I think what it is, it's life purpose. I think you're maybe at a crossroads. Do you get that?
Yes.
This person's at a crossroads, and they're like, what do I do now with where I am? And I think you already know the decision you have to make. You're stalling. You already know. You know the decision that you have to make, okay? Oh, yeah, it's definitely end of an era type thing. You get release and surrender card, and it says, we shower you with the blessings of our radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. Open your hands, arms, and heart to our love and assistance. That goes perfectly with what I was saying. You're at a crossroads. It's time for you to let go of what no longer serves you and follow down that path that you're supposed to be on. You're on that cross, and you know the decision you need to make. Stop stalling, stop procrastinating, and just do it. Go for it.
Once again, Sandy says thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Tanya says, Box Talk for Life, my health is really bad. Please, may I have a card for guidance in the next surgery? Will I survive? It was drawn here first timer. Okay, Tanya, we're going to pull a couple of cards for you on this one, so please bear with us.
Should I get the one that fell?
Yeah, grab one that fell. It's been that way tonight.
Okay. Interesting. First of all, I'm gonna explain. I know you're gonna think this one doesn't make sense, but I know exactly why you got this one. Okay, and you're worrying about your health. You're worrying about. Right now, it's time for you to reward yourself. It says it's time for you to set aside work, set aside your stress, set aside your worries, and just relax and reward yourself. Do what makes you happy. Don't worry. We'll oversee your responsibilities to their completion. You need more positivity in your life. You need more laughter in your life. These emotions will raise your energy so that you'll return to the things that you need to do, the things that need to be taken care of with a renewed perspective and a heightened energy. Okay, so that stress, all that, let go of that, and fun. You need to allow yourself to have that in your life, to feel that laughter. And then it says focus on service. And I think this is important because you can't help others if you're not renewed. says your soul desires to only joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. The stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in the stream of giving and receiving in every situation and in all that you do. This just says to me that you're constantly giving, putting others first. And that's why now you feel so lost. You don't know what's going to happen. With your surgery, I feel that things are going to go well. I don't see anything. What do you feel with that?
Yeah, that's what I'm picking up.
I feel like things are going to go well, but you, not the situation. You may be a little nervous and scared, and that's okay. That's normal. But I think the surgery is something you need.
Yeah, I think so. Well, it has to happen. Yeah, it absolutely
it has to happen.
I'm going to pull a card for you. Messages from your angels, and see what we get. Interesting. Hold on.
Grace and Antoinette says to help heal the situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. Okay, so if people are trying to tell you, you know what it is? I think this is the other people's point of view trying to tell you, yes, you need to do this, yes, you need to move forward, and there's probably hesitation on her side. And so you need to look at it in that way and see that it's actually going to be a positive thing for you and it's something that needs to happen. Things will change. I think you've been feeling like you're stuck in a rut with your health. And it's time for you to just sort of start seeing the positive and that things are going to get better. I think people have been trying to encourage you.
Absolutely. Guys, do me a favor. I think we're up against another stream because I keep seeing people get knocked off all the time coming back in. Make sure to please share this podcast immediately. Just click down in the lower left-hand corner. Let everybody know you're watching, and we'll try to get everybody back in here. I apologize for Facebook. I don't know why I always apologize for Facebook, but I do. Just sometimes we run up against other streams, and we have issues, so guys get kicked out from time to time. But anyway, so we'll go ahead and jump back in here. Do a couple more readings. Okay,
Cheryl Raposa, I've been trying for over an hour, trying so hard to get a reading. Okay, Cheryl, I'm going to pull a card for you.
Does Cheryl use the hashtag?
She did before.
Okay,
Cheryl, I'm going to pull a card for you. This is not an exact question, but it's a message that you need to hear. The message for you is, the family card. This is an important one. Now, listen, I know that the reason why I pulled this card for you is because there's something that you've been dealing with in regards to your family. Tanya just said thank you so much.
You're welcome, Tanya.
Okay.
Glad we could do that.
Cheryl, you've been dealing with a situation within your family. It says this situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you to understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. So the chaos that's happening and that it seems like there's a lot of worry because it seems that things are going to go the wrong way, or that things are they are going to fall into place. Everything's going to be okay, and it's going to be there's going to be healing for this situation. And I think instead of feeling like what I'm getting is instead of feeling like this person, the situation is surrounding. Instead of feeling like this person is never going to get it, because I feel that energy, like, they're never going to get it, they will, but they can't be pushed, because what happens is when you push and try to force, it will, the situation will get better. It will.
Yeah, try to hang in there. I know that's easy for us to say, but it will get better over time. Really quickly, I want to say a couple of things really quickly. Mary Judd is hello from Florida now. She was in New Zealand, and she's been a friend of mine for a long time, so it's good to know you're in Florida. Hopefully we'll see you on an event coming up here soon. Debbie Caspers, fellow cast member at the Ghostbox Chronicles, says,
Debbie, I love you.
She says, sorry, Chris and Dee, I have to leave and pick up my son. Lots of love to you both. Good show tonight, by the way. Debbie, we're never talking to you again for leaving early. So you can pick up your check from the office. Pick up your son. We love you. Have a great night. Thank you so much. It's good seeing you tonight. Let's see here. Lori is asking, a few people are actually asking to please read Mercedes. Mercedes, I haven't seen it.
And then the only thing I see right now of Mercedes is, does anyone see my post with the question mark? Mercedes, please retype it, or if somebody can, I don't know, even send a message to the box page or something.
If somebody could send us a message somehow and let us read that.
She's been popping at me, and the only thing I see is read Mercedes, but I don't see.
We want to make sure to be able to do that. Sounds pretty desperate, so we're happy to do it when we see it pop up. Let me see here.
Oh, read this one. Elisa Lorette, Box Talkers for Life. A very close friend committed suicide a couple years ago. I have had a couple of dreams from my friend, but I can't make out what said. Can you tell me?
Let's do some dowsing rods.
So Elisa Lorette, a very close
I'm
friend.
going to have you ask the questions for her.
Committed suicide a couple of years ago. The first thing I want to feel
Sorry, I'm trying to get these in.
is, I have a couple of dreams. Okay, I just want, let's ask first, Alyssa, let's ask if it was, asking the spirits that are here, first of all, is her friend that committed suicide willing to communicate with her?
Cross for yes, away for no, please. Yes.
Yes, okay, yes. Is it you that's been trying to communicate with her?
Yes.
Yes. Am I sensing something about forgiveness?
Mm-hmm.
Forgiveness? Is this communication? Oh, forgiveness, yes. I think it's, do you feel like you need to be forgiven?
Yes.
Thank you.
Staying crossed, not moving.
Staying crossed.
Not moving, not budging.
Wow.
Not budging.
Not budging at all. I don't want to speak for your friend, but I think. Do you have anything to add to that? I'm getting a block now.
Please release. Please release so we can continue. It's not going to move. It's blocked.
I'm getting
The
a
rods,
block.
I'm barely holding the rods. They're completely magnetically held right now. I'm going to go ahead and ask the technicians, the guys, to please release this energy from us so that we can move on. Thank you. Yeah, it blocked all of it at the same time.
Wow.
All right.
That's crazy. Yeah, there was a block. Now, what I'm picking up on your friend is that, and I got the word forgiveness. I feel that your friend feels that there needs to be forgiveness, and I feel that there's some sort of guilt on your side, but not, you didn't do anything wrong. I feel like you wish, like almost like you didn't know,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what could I have done? And you need to stop feeling that way.
Yeah, there's no responsibility back to you, even though you feel like there might be. There really is none at all.
Yeah.
That's a weird energy. It's interesting.
Yeah, it was pretty weird.
I wanted to say really quick, I saw Michelle Childress, our good friend. Thank you for all the Christmas presents, by the way. Love you, Michelle.
Love you, Michelle.
Star Wars tomorrow.
Star Wars, yay!
We're excited about Star Wars tomorrow, but we want to pull a card for Michelle. We'll do two cards. You do yours, I'll do mine.
Michelle, the Shower of Abundance card. Here we go. And it says, to heal your financial situation, first give us your worries concerning money. We will guide you in order to show you how to create and accept abundance. As we work together, your financial situation will heal as soon as possible. This just tells me that there's money coming. There's an improvement in that area coming for you. You're going to be okay. You're not going to feel like you're drowning. Things are going to, if you're already okay, well, it's going to get better. If you're not okay, it's going to get better. That's all I can tell you is that there's more coming.
Pull the card for me on this one because I feel connected to it.
Okay.
Just go ahead and draw the card for her. This is a message directly from your angels.
Oh, this one's popping out at me as I think of her. Daniel says, I am the angel of marriage and I am assisting you right now. So,
Interesting.
that is interesting.
Angel of marriage.
Angel of marriage. That's something having to do with the relationship.
Mm-hmm. No doubt about it.
Uh-huh. That's something having to do with the relationship, something that's keeping you like this, in a good way, tied, strung, tied together, strong in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's the angel that the both of you have around you.
Absolutely.
Keeping you guys in a strong union.
So I was looking at the chat room while we were doing that. Apparently Mercedes wants to know if her father, who's deceased, is hearing her when she talks to him through his picture. If he's actually able to hear her. and I got an initial rush of energy that came through it. I didn't understand exactly what it meant. I do feel like she's making a connection with him on a spiritual level, but I don't think that the ideas are being exchanged. It still feels like there's a block that's going on there to me. And I talk about this from time to time on the show. Sometimes you try so hard to communicate with the other side that it actually puts up walls. So I would suggest trying to take a deep breath before you start the communication. Try to pull as much of the emotion out of the communication as you can, and there's a better chance that you're going to actually feel that energy come in.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, everything you're saying, that it resonates big time. Like, I'm like, wow, it makes a lot of sense. Like when you say that, it makes it clear. And I feel like there's a lot, like she doubts that he hears, but he does, and he will, and he'll make that connection. But a lot of times when you doubt, because it used to happen to me, I would doubt it, and then there would be that frustration coming from my dad, that because, and when I would ask him, he would say, no, he's actually frustrated because he feels that you're doubting, that you're connecting, that you're, does that
Absolutely.
make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was rambling, but I was trying to visualize what you were saying.
That makes sense.
Okay. Victoria Rodriguez, I'm trying to get noticed. Moonie and Dee, please pull the card for my dad, Guadalupe. What does the future hold for him regarding his health and the people in his surroundings? Please help. Thank you. Okay.
Card, do you mind if I pull one first?
No, go ahead.
I just feel like I need to. I don't know why.
Go ahead.
This is for your father. This is a message to him. So let's go to it. We get directly from the angels. Again. How strange is this? Stara or Astra. You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires, and don't compromise. That's the message that he's passing on, or that they're passing on
to him with his health, which means I think that it's
keep going.
Keep going. If you were afraid, or if you feel like, oh my gosh, his health is, he's still gonna be here. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be okay. And I'm gonna pull a card, and the card that I'm gonna pull, I'm gonna pull two. Okay. I'm going to pull two because I want to pull from here, and I want to pull from my butterfly cards. I don't know why I felt like I had to.
And again, while she's pulling cards over here, can you guys share the broadcast, please? Let everybody know you're watching. We're obviously up against another stream tonight.
Okay. Interesting. I know you may think that this doesn't connect, but I already know what the connection is. The first one I get, and you got the keep pushing forward card for him, like things are going to happen, reach for the stars. Then there's energy work. This says to me that he's actually, his soul, he's around him, he's got a lot of energy going on, and I think that's what keeps him going. Like they say, like those people that are like young at heart, they have all that going, keep pushing forward. He's got that energy work. It says, life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatments. Your hands and heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and clients. This is a card that's actually not just for him. It's also a message for you, because I feel like you're very connected and close, and you're worried. And this is something that the both of you can work together. Sort of start to. What I'm going to say to you is that you need to, with your thoughts, not so much meditating. Wow. That's happening a lot tonight. But with your thoughts, putting those positive thoughts out there into the universe with pure intent, and great things will happen. I just see like a positive progression with your dad's health. Energy work just says that he's got a lot of energy around him, and it's positive energy. Okay? And as for the butterfly cards, I lost the other one. Hold on, sorry, I'm going to shuffle them again.
Really quickly, I wanted to say too, one thing that you might want to explore with that is a holistic option with the energy work. That might actually benefit him quite a bit. Might be the holistic aspect of things. So think about that and maybe give it a shot.
Okay, and I had to shuffle them again because they fell and I didn't know which one. But this is the one I got, the decisions card. This just says to me that maybe he's got a lot of different things on his mind right now that he doesn't know, or maybe he's not certain what steps to take health-wise or what, but I think he's going to need a lot of support, and that just to know that everything's going to be okay. He can feel confident that the decisions that he's making, the decision he's going to make, are the right ones. Okay? And just be there, support. And definitely what Moonie said, holistic. Think holistically, health-wise for him.
That just hit me.
That's very important because that energy card was the one pulled. So definitely think of other holistic methods.
Would you like clear those for me?
Mm-hmm.
They're out of control.
I need you to clear these for me.
Well, we'll do both. We'll trade
Yeah.
off. Okay, I'm just going to read here. Jenny Malloy Kirkwood says, Box Talk for Life. Send in messages from my mom or my sister. My mom or my sister. Did I make them proud? Mom or sister. Did I make them proud? Very. An accomplishment that somebody, I don't feel that this has been done before in the family. I do feel an extreme pride around that situation, something very unique, and that had been talked about quite a bit. We just traded cards.
We just traded
so
cards.
Yeah, definitely do feel good out of you. Okay, let's see here. Jenny Yerk says, Box Talk for Life, any messages for me from my grandma or guides? Also, should I call the doctor about the sudden pain in my side? I had weight loss surgery in May and worried about things that could go wrong. Jenny, first thing I want to address with that one is I do sense that you need to contact your doctor. I do feel that there's something happening. I don't necessarily think it's vital or serious, but I think it'd be a good idea to get that checked out right away. It just it has an uncomfortable vibe around it. It's the best way I can describe it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Just uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I feel that your family's actually trying to relay that message to you too. Something about life path that you need to contact them about through. As crazy as it is, I feel like this thing that's in your side is actually going to bring you closer to those people. I feel like they're going to be able to communicate with you a little bit clearer once you have that cleared up.
That's interesting. Wow.
Just very strange. Yeah, I know. Came out of nowhere. Let's see here. Got Vanessa Green, Box Talk for Life. Any more kids in my future? Card, please, and thank you. Well, yeah, I sense a couple more kids, but do you want to pull a card on that one?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Read that again. I'm so sorry.
Box Talk for Life. Any more kids in my future? Card, please, and thank you, Vanessa Green. Just keeps happening. We've got cards flying everywhere tonight, guys.
Wait, read
this
that
just
one.
Popped up.
Read that one. I think that's
Yeah,
for
this
her.
is what's supposed to be there. They're just flying out.
They are just flying out.
Rosetta, and look at what's on there. See the baby?
Wow.
See the baby?
That's crazy. That's the one that jumped out, Rosetta.
That's what landed on the floor. This is what it's supposed to be. It says, you have a gift for working with young people, and your divine purpose involves helping, teaching, or parenting children.
Wow. That says to me, you know what that says to me, that any more children in your life, even if the children that are going to come, there are going to be many more children in your life, and I think that they're not all going to be biological.
Right.
I think that there's going to be children that come into your life that need you and sort of see you as that parent figure, and you're going to be there for all of them. That's what I got immediately from that.
Absolutely.
Wow. Do you want me to pull? I mean, I feel like that
I think that was it.
That was it right there.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't get more definitive than that.
Yeah, that was crazy. That's the one that jumped out.
Yeah, and that's 3 cards on the floor. That's going to be my new technique. I'm just going to throw the cards in the air. Whichever one lands on the floor is the one we're going to pull. I don't know why the guides are doing it this way, but hey, I'm not one to question. That's just kind of how it is, so that works for me too. Let's see here. I'm going to read a couple more here. Chuck Boatwright says, Box Talker for Life. Any messages from my pops? He recently passed away, so sorry about that, Chuck. Does he know I was holding his hand before he crossed over? This is from my pops. Recently passed away. First off, yes, he does. He was aware. He was actually not in body the entire time that was taking place. He was actually viewing that from a new perspective. And as basic as this sounds, great job. That's what he's trying to let you know. Like, good job, great job. Pretty amazing.
Yeah. And I get that, the thumbs up almost.
Yeah.
Messages.
Great job, good job.
Mm-hmm. And and he knew that you had that question. He knew that you've been wondering if he That question he had, did he know I was holding his hand? It's almost like he wanted to be here to answer that question for you. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I love this one. Gail Carlantz, Box Soccer for Life. I have so many questions I could ask, so I'll instead ask if the universe has a message for me. Thank you and Merry Christmas to you both. Gail, I love these because when people just kind of come in and are receptive to messages, I think sometimes you get more out of it than when you come in even with a very specific message. I just like to be able to, personally, I like to be able to just pass along a message, especially when we're using cards, because that's just the spirit speaking directly to you.
Well, I'm just going to check something real quick.
I know you are. I'm sure you are. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull a card for you. I'm going to just kind of throw these down because I feel like that's the way to do it. I'm pulling this card for you. This is the card I'm getting, and these again are messages directly from your angels. Shanti is the card that I pulled, just so you can see the visualization, Shanti. It says, I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. Again, Shanti says, I am the angel of peace. I bring you a new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. So that's the message that came in directly, a message from your angels. And I don't know if Dee has one, possibly through the butterfly cards or through angel cards as well.
Yes, I was just reading the series. Somebody was popping out at me, so I wanted to know what their. So, anyway.
Absolutely. So just a message from the universe for her.
A message from the universe. There we go. I'm feeling. Do we go butterfly? I'm feeling butterfly. I was shuffling my angel card, but I'm feeling butterfly.
Yeah, butterfly, definitely. Okay, so she's going to go ahead and pass along the message from the universe.
There you go, a message from the universe for you. Emotions. You feel a lot of emotions. You're filled with emotions. You're picking up on emotions. You are like a sponge. That's what this is about. There's a lot of emotions from you. You usually don't know how to differentiate. Are they yours? And this card doesn't mean the same thing for everyone, but for you, I feel that they're telling you, they're trying to reveal to you that you're a sponge and that you're absorbing taking in all these different emotions. And sometimes you don't know how to differentiate. Is it what you're feeling? Is it what somebody else is feeling? And that's just the universe telling you you are very empathic, okay? You may not be a very, very strong, intuitive empath, but you are very empathic. You have those empathic tendencies. So it's not always coming from you. Sometimes you're picking up the emotions and feelings of the room that you're in have a big effect on you a lot of the times.
I know we're at the end here, and I wanted to wrap up with this one right here. We've got Crystal Mowry, Box Soccer for Life, my millionth post. Says, my mom died and I had no relationship with her. Did she hear what I said to her before she died?
Can you hear me say that again?
Yeah, my mom died and I had no relationship with her. Did she hear what I said before she died? I honestly, I still think there was a block there. I don't know if she did. I would love to tell you that she did hear what you said, but I'm not. The connection's just not really
it's
there.
It's like a wall,
yeah.
right?
And I think that this is very deep. It's not just a bad relationship. These are scars that go very, very deep. Yeah, I honestly don't know. Let's pull a card to find out.
Okay.
Some message from Angel?
No, it didn't resonate with that one.
Okay.
It's weird. These cards need to be clear. For some reason, the energy is crazy in here.
Let's do it first. Caroline.
Yeah, try yours.
Let me pull a card for you just to make sure. It just, like I said, it just doesn't make sense to me. Because usually they will have the ability to go back, Crystal, and see that. But let's see here. I'm going to pull the top card on this one.
Oceana. Take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. In other words, you kind of already knew the answer to that question, and but it's okay. It's okay because I feel that the communication can take place now, even though it didn't then.
Oh yeah, it can take place now more easily than it did before. She has a whole new understanding. That's what people don't realize is when you cross, you see things from a completely different perspective. So my thought is to once again reach out, talk to her, and see if maybe you can start resolving some of those issues that you guys had here in this world, but take them one by one. Don't try to make it one lump sum. It just doesn't work that way, guys. It's just like yours here, you can't just take everything at once. Dee's pulling a couple of cards here before we wrap up.
Okay, here we go. The first one I'm going to tell you is notice the signs, and I'm going to go with this one first. Notice the signs, and it says, yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you're loved and never alone. Okay, so that tells me just what we were saying about how now the communication can be clear. Now it can be easier for you to make a connection than you did before, because like Moonie explained, they have a whole new understanding, a whole different understanding. And the next to that is the Cupid card, which means it's like an open book right there. The Cupid card means, you know, it's okay to start that reawakening, that reconnection, you know, and just love with positive thoughts. It says, we send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. Now that can be coming from your guides, but also from your loved ones on the other side, because especially if once they've transitioned, they have a whole new understanding of the relationship, of the situations, then yes, that's when they start to send that understanding and that love and sort of cradling you in a way. And it says, your clear decision to accept. Now you have to have that clear decision to accept that new love that they're sending your way. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy love has triggered this reawakening. So, you know, as long as you accept it, they'll continue sending it. And it's important for you to notice the signs. And at the end of all that, you also have to remember, cleanse and detoxify with great love and respect. Now notice the theme here, love, 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 and all of these. With great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body. At your request, we'll help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow at shedding your old ways. So remember, all that guilt and sorrow that you hold on to, it's okay to start letting go of that. Cleanse and detoxify. Let go of it to let new blessings come into your life. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to us and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. And I read them that way. I don't know, I normally go from here to there, but to me it made more sense to go with notice the signs first. Notice that they're sending you great waves of love, and then don't forget at the end of the day to cleanse and detoxify and to let go of those old negative, or not even negative, just that guilt, that feeling, you know, let go of that in order to allow yourself to feel this.
The bag of rocks.
Exactly.
The way that it goes. Okay guys, well we are going to call it a night. We want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, sending absolute love and light to everybody out there. Remember, no darkness allowed. We really do appreciate it. It's just the fact that oh, sorry, Dee threw me off. She's always pointing at something, or she's very ADD, HDADD.
ADD.
You know how that goes.
ADD. No, because Vanessa Green said, my name means butterfly because I pulled a butterfly card.
I almost named my daughter Camelia, which means butterfly. So it's interesting, yeah. Interesting. Cool stuff. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with us. We will be back next week, same time, same channel. Next week we're going to come in. We're going to actually have a theme for the show. If we follow it, who knows, might happen, might not. But we are going to have a theme from the show. We're going to be live, and we are going to do a couple of different things. So remember, go to Facebook, go to Box Talk with Moonie and Dee page, and like us there. And remember that for only 1 week only, if you purchase a reading with any of us at that link that you see pinned to the top there, we will not only do that for a friend, you can buy it as a gift, we will also give you a free 10-minute reading.
That's right.
10-minute reading, and that's something we've never done before, so that's a really big deal. Believe me, guys, for anybody who's had readings with them in the past, they will tell you if they enjoyed their reading or not. I think most of them will give you a pretty positive review. So anyway, guys, absolutely love you. We appreciate each and every one of you. Again, please subscribe to the page, and we'll see you next week, same time.
Smile, and remember to make someone else smile too. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.